A radical change commenced in the 1800s when countries began asserting independence from the world's superpower empires to become independent, sovereign nations. Sovereign nations are countries that govern themselves free from a controlling foreign power. One example of establishing sovereignty is the American colonies' Declaration of Independence. Leaving the British Empire in 1776, the colonies gained their sovereignty. Apparently, freedom tastes a lot better than tea and crumpets. This shift towards sovereignty expanded opportunities for trade and business between countries with strong cultural and political differences. It was the beginning of globalization. Globalization is the evolution of a collective and reciprocal world economy. It adds increased connection to the principle of national sovereignty. Free trade agreements, broadband networks, communication technologies, and global express shipping are all major innovations that connect us to friends, family, and everyone else around the world. Globalization influences almost every aspect of our lives, from the foods we buy and the clothes we wear, to the transportation we use and the places we work. Even the subjects we study in school are affected by the changing global marketplace. So how global are you? Well, it depends on two things. One, how dependent are you on the global market? And two, how involved are you in global production? It might surprise you to learn that you are heavily reliant on and enmeshed in both, and there is nothing that you can do about it but recognize that your life is better because of it. A globalized market is a large market created by combining separate national markets. For example, each nation in the European Union, or EU, has their own separate market. A primary motive for establishing the EU was to allow the free flow of goods and services across the countries of Europe. As a citizen of a member state in the EU, a person living in Italy is not limited to buying an Italian-made motorcycle such as a Ducati or a Benelli. They could easily get a German-made BMW motorcycle without paying the extra fees or taxes that are traditionally attached to foreign product purchases. The more globalized the market you play in, the more you'll experience a global convergence of preferences with consumers outside your home country. If you live in New York but like drinking boba tea, driving a Honda, eating street tacos from food trucks, and wearing clothes from Zara, then you're probably quite dependent upon the global market. The globalization of production refers to sourcing resources such as land, labor, materials, and capital from different nations rather than obtaining everything locally. By globally sourcing production inputs, companies can take advantage of national differences in cost and quality. Searching for deals on production factors across geographic boundaries is known as arbitrage. Arbitrage treats differences across nations as opportunities, not constraints, and encourages sourcing goods and services from locations that can best supply them. For example, if you have an X-ray taken at a local hospital, they may send it to a foreign country and have it diagnosed by a radiologist there faster and at a much lower cost than in your local market. Or you may engage in medical tourism, which increasingly allows people to individually control and outsource their healthcare choices. From a production perspective, if you live in Atlanta and work for Home Depot, then you already know that the Bosch drill you sell is from Germany, the Makita lawnmower comes from Japan, and at least some of the lumber is sourced from Canada. The truth is that you're probably more globalized than you know. But don't worry, being globalized does not mean that you can't also be a New Yorker, Atlantan, or Singaporean. That is the beauty of a globalized world. You can be multiple things and not lose your identity. So be grateful and enjoy the benefits of being globalized. Thanks for watching that video. For more information on international business, go to internationalhub.org.